Hey guys, Bearded Beast of Duloc here. The question for this video has to do with progressive overload. Specifically, the question is, Dear Bearded Beast of Duloc, we can't continually get stronger to infinity, meaning we can't naturally build to it like a 1,200 pound squat, a 1,000 pound bench, a 1,000 pound deadlift. So when we hit those strength plateaus and we're trying to build muscle, what do we do to continually, progressively overload the body? The question was, strength gains are finite. When we get those, soft plateaus or soft walls in strength, how do we continue to build muscle? Now, guys, that's a very good question. Here's what you need to know. If you start today as a beginner and you're working in the standard, muscle building hypertrophy rep ranges, say of 5 to 12 reps per set, depending on the exercise, generally 5 to 8 or 5 to 10 reps per set for most compound lifts. But in any case, if you're working specifically for muscle building and you start to progressively overload, and say 5 years from now you have a 75 pound bench, 575 pound squat, and a 650 pound deadlift, or even numbers just slightly lower than that. If you start today as a natural lifter and work towards those numbers, then by the time you get there, if you are doing everything correctly, eating correctly, not missing workouts, staying consistent, so on and so forth, then you're going to have about as much muscle as you are going to build naturally. I'm not saying you're going to be at your limits, but from that point on, you're going to be squeezing out, ounces and pounds each year, kids. Maybe 1 to 2 pounds of muscle mass a year max. So if you start in the gym and you work and build strength, or you use progressive overload, you're going to have, after 4 or 5 years, about as much muscle as you're going to build naturally. After that point, gains really slow. Gains generally slow by about half each year. So if you gain 16 pounds of muscle your first year, your second year you'll gain somewhere around 8, your third year somewhere around 4, your fourth year somewhere around 2, and by your fifth year you're usually gaining about a pound of muscle or less. That's a generalization, but it's a pretty accurate generalization. So when you hit that point, if you've done everything correctly, you should have all the muscle mass, about all the muscle mass you're going to get naturally. You can still squeeze out some pounds and ounces after that point, guys. But to do so, how do you do it? Well, number one, you gotta still keep pushing for strength. You're not going to make big strength gains at that point. If you have a 625 to 650 pound deadlift or a 350 to 375 pound bench, you can still get stronger. You can still challenge your body. There is not, a cap on strength. You can still get stronger, or if you reach those levels and you want to try something different, to mix it up, like rest pause training, to back down the weight just a little bit, but to increase the training intensity, you could do that as well. But you're still going to have to progressively overload from that point. No matter what you try, no matter what approach you use at that point, say you incorporate slow negatives, or say you incorporate rest pause, no matter what you try, you're still going to have to try to increase your strength doing that, guys. So it all comes back, guys, to adding weight to the bar. When you can barely add any weight to the bar, you're at the point where you're barely going to add any muscle to the bar, or any muscle to your body. If most guys, once they've gotten super strong in the hypertrophy ranges, already have plenty of muscle. If you're not building enough muscle using progressive overload, something's broken. Probably your diet. You're probably not eating enough. So guys, I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Any video suggestions, guys, leave them below as well. And always Please subscribe to the Bearded Beast of Duloc, kids. The Bearded Beast of Duloc, who wants you to keep getting stronger, kids. Have a great day, guys.